Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Recall August of 2020. On the 9th of that month, the wrestler Kamala, born James Harris, was reported dead at age 70 from the virus. Of course, the name of the virus had gematria of 70. And then eventually Kamala would end up getting her jab on TV 70 days after her birthday. But it was 2 days after his passing, August 11th, that Kamala Harris was named Joe Biden's VP nominee on the 59 date numerology for the 59th presidential election. Something we predicted before it happened. And shout out to Derek at GematriaEffectNews. He actually predicted that this wrestler was going to die in connection to Kamala Harris before it happened. As we covered then, his birth name, James Harris, equated to 49, just like Kamala Harris, and she went on to become the 49th Vice President of the United States of America. Well, now here we are in August of 2024, 4 years later, and things are becoming a lot more interesting. That's because Shepard Fairey, who became famous off his Andre the Giant Obey sticker, who became even more famous when he created the Hope poster for Obama, he just put out the image for Kamala with the word forward. Now here's how it all comes together. Follow. The Obey image with Andre the Giant's face. Andre the Giant brought Kamala, the wrestler, into the WWF. And they had their first match in the WWF 1 day after Kamala Harris's 20th birthday, which was shortly before she began dating Willie Brown at age 60. And now here she is about to turn 60 the year of the 60th election. But remember, the word obey in gematria equates to 47. This is the same man, Shepard Fairey, who made this image that made the Hope poster for Obama, who took office at age 47 with Biden, like Kamala took office with Biden. And now Kamala has a chance to become the 47th president of the United States. Obey equals 47, like government, like authority, like president, like White House, like Republican, like Democrat, and the list goes on. For the record, Shepard Fairey equals 72, like Andre the Giant equals 72, like Jesuit Order equals 72, in light of Shepard Fairey debuting the new image for Kamala on the Jesuit Order's birthday. And then that also goes with Joe Biden becoming a member of the federal government, winning election in 72, which was also the year of the 47th U.S. presidential election, which Richard Nixon won. But yes, it was Andre the Giant who brought Kamala into the WWF. Kamala made his debut in July of 1984 with the WWF. We know Kamala just had her big moment July of 2024 when Joe Biden passed the torch to her. Go figure. And you can see the date of that match, the 21st of October, 1984. It was 1 day, again, after her 20th birthday. Now, interestingly enough, Hulk Hogan, who just appeared at the GOP convention in Wisconsin on behalf of Donald Trump, Hulk Hogan had an infamous match versus Kamala. And Hulk Hogan won that match in 1986. Of course, Kamala Harris equates to 86. And the thing about Trump having the GOP convention in Wisconsin is the state motto for Wisconsin is forward, just like what's on the new image made by Shepard Fairey for Kamala for this year's election. Remember, Donald Trump's also heavily connected to wrestling because he's been in the ring in WWF fighting Vince McMahon. He's hosted many WrestleManias in his buildings. Altogether, it's just a reminder that we're living out the script. And in this script is ritual sacrifice that is very redundant. For those of you who are wrestling fans, which I am not, it's something that I've spent maybe all of 5 minutes of my life paying attention to. You can probably add to this. There's probably more here. But is Hulk Hogan beating Kamala in their infamous championship match? Is it predictive programming for what's to come, especially in light of the Wisconsin thing and the forward thing? Remember, if Biden doesn't finish his term, Kamala can become number 47, and then that would set up the narrative for Trump to become number 48 if he beat her in the election, because again, Cleveland equals 48 like Donald Trump, and Cleveland was the only split-term president, Grover Cleveland, and the man who was president between the Cleveland terms was Harrison. Remember, Kamala's father's name is Donald J. Harrison, not unlike Donald J. Trump. Jokes on jokes. So yeah, thank you to the people who left some comments that helped piece this information together. And again, for all the wrestling fans out there, there's probably even more to this story. Till next time, True Seeker.